Alright, so we're gonna be ranking OK.KO characters. Bro, the show is literally so good. I recommend watching it. You can watch it on HBO Max. Um, sadly though, there's only 3 seasons. But, first up we have KO. I'd rate him a 9 out of 10. Awesome character. His trope was a little, like, reused, like the oh my god, I'm this little cool boy and I'm gonna train to be a hero because heroes are cool. And did I also mention that I'm quirky slash I believe in being yourself? Believe in yourself. He has that trope, but other than that, he's a very, very sweet kid. And honestly, he is just awesome. And, KO's just a very kind-hearted guy, and I love the character development that he ends up getting. It's very nice. Alright, so next we got Boxman over here. We got the silly little Boxman.
Ah!
I hate that. You scared me.
Sorry.
It's okay. My mom.
You jumped real bad.
Yeah, I said, motherfucker. And started beating on my bed.
Sorry.
It's okay. And as I was saying, we have our silly little Boxman. For his character, I would have to say 8 out of 10 because he didn't really get much character development until, like, the very end and, like, almost at the end of season 2. But, other than that, he's a really funny dude. I wouldn't really want to meet him unless it was after season 3 because then he seems like a dude that would be like, oh, hello, it's nice to meet you. But then he'd be like, oh my god, I can't believe you, die, 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 die. He's like that kind of guy. And I hate his haircut. His haircut is atrocious. I hate people with that haircut. It makes me so mad. And I like his voice, though. His voice is very nice. I also think it's awesome that he has, half robot face and also half a chicken arm. That's awesome. And then he's even got, like, the feather bits to prove it. And it's very cool. And, he shows pretty good development in the show. And, I like his creations. He seems like a very smart guy. I just wish that, like, he would... Blah, blah, blah. I'll talk about his trope for a second. He's like I like the classical type of evil. He's that kind of guy. Where, like, basically it's the heroes and villains go, like, back and forth and back and forth. And, like, after a while it gets pretty boring. So, yeah. But other than that, yeah, 8 out of 10. Well, actually, you know what? Let's boost it up to a 9 out of 10. Love the character. Very good. Very nice. Very cool. Now we have Daryl, Raymond, and Shannon. Shannon has human feet. I don't know why. And Daryl wears cowboy boots to bed. That's not something I can really judge because good for Daryl. Daryl can do whatever he wants. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Daryl. Daryl was the very first, like, evil robot introduced. Loved him. I love his voice actor. Very awesome voice. Awesome. Completely awesome. And I would have to rate Daryl a 10 out of 10. Immediately, Daryl is awesome. And I love his development, and I love, 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 love what he does in Season 2 or Season 1. Oh, it's truly awesome. Very, very much awesomeness. But yeah, 10 out of 10 for Daryl. Love him. Like, there's no flaws that I can find. Now, Raymond. Raymond immediately is a 10 out of 10 because he just seems like the type of guy that would be like, ugh, do you know who I am? And I know, and like those kind of people are annoying, but in the way Raymond is, he's like really, like Raymond could get away with it, I guess, because like I think people would like him because of his voice. His voice is very nice, and he's quite the fashionable guy. So that's very cool. He could also be liked for that. And he doesn't really, well, I mean, he does technically care what people think that he looks like, I guess. Because of, he did like a little fashion thing, but that's a spoiler, so sorry. But immediately a 10 out of 10. I love Raymond. He's very funny. I love his character. I love how sassy and charismatic he is. Overall, he's a very well and greatly executed character. And just, yeah, 10 out of 10. Oh, there we go. And now Shannon. Shannon, 100% 10 out of 10. I love Shannon. She's amazing. I just don't actually, I will give her a 9.99 because of the human feet. The human feet are weird. But I mean, you do you, Shannon. I can't really judge you. Love yourself, Shannon. But Shannon's really good. Shannon's a very greatly done character. I love her because her voice actor is the same voice actor as Tessa from Skylanders Swap Force. And she probably voices a lot more characters, but that's what I noticed immediately as soon as I heard her voice, that's immediately like what I recognized. And when I tell you, it was crazy. I was like, Mom, cousin, doesn't that sound like Tessa from Skylanders? But I love their I love her development throughout the show. It's pretty good. It's like really good, and honestly, it's just really goodly. Sorry. It's just very well executed, and overall, for all of them, you know what? 10 out of 10 for all of them. I take it back. Shannon deserves 10 out of 10. I love all the robots. They're immediately 10 out of 10. Okay, now let's see Dendy. Dendy is a Kappa, and she's awesome. Now, at first, I was pretty iffy about her, considering her future development in the show. And especially that one episode where she worked with the turbonic energy. But other than that, Dendy's an awesome character. I would give Dendy 100% a 10 out of 10. I rate her a 10 out of 10 because Dendy is awesome. And Dendy's very intelligent with computer science, which is also 100% amazing. That's very, very cool. And as she develops, she becomes nicer and more open and more social, I want to say. Well, not necessarily more social, but like she's more comfortable in like social situations. And overall, she's just a really good character. And I love how she was executed in the show. 9 out of, 10 out of 10, yeah. Ellie. Now, I'm giving Ellie an 8 out of 10. And I'm pretty sure we all know why Elodie's getting an 8 out of 10. I can't believe that she would do that to Enid. But I'm really happy that she got developed, she got character development, which is awesome. And I'm really happy of how her character turned out in the end. Her voice was kind of annoying at times, but after like she became a nicer person, it was less annoying. So, very nice indeed. And I like her power. It's very cool, and overall, I love her like fashion sense. It's very, very nice. And she is a very powerful individual, so overall, I would rate her an 8 out of 10. Yeah, very well executed. Now, Enid. Enid immediately is a 10 out of 10. I love Enid. She is, like, awesome. I love her powers. She has a really good backstory. And I'm really proud of her development. Well, I shouldn't say proud. But I love how her, development was executed throughout the show. And how smart she is. And her favorite color is purple, which is awesome because purple is a wonderful color. And she's a very nice person, and as like she developed, she got less and more yay, like that kind of thing. But yeah, she got less and more yeah, like nicer, I want to say. And yeah, she's just a pretty good person, and I love how her character was, so 10 out of 10. I forgot her name. Cloud lady that works at Point High School and is a member of Point. I'm immediately giving her an 11 out of 10 because I love the design. Her design is absolutely beautiful. And she is the main professor of the charisma group, so that's pretty cool. And I don't really remember her. She didn't really have enough screen time, so yeah. 11 out of 10, I guess. Now Rad. Oh man, Rad is such a character. Oh man, I swear. And he also is voiced by an awesome voice actor that I like. Um, I love Rad's development throughout the show, and I do think that his trope is like used as, oh, I'm a macho man, but deep inside I like quite the cute things. But that's okay in this case, because like with Rad it just fits. It's not like blah, blah, blah. Sorry. It's not like overused whenever they use it for Rad. Because in his development, like like slowly starts to show more and more. And it doesn't just immediately show and everyone's like, oh my god, you're such a stinky man. I can't believe you. No. Like, he's accepted by his friends because he has such a really good group of friends. And I think it's really amazing how Rad develops, and honestly, I'm giving him a 30 out of 10 because Rad is just the best guy ever. Alright, next we have Fink. I love Fink. I hated that everyone called her a rat when she's clearly a mouse. I don't know, she is very small, but love her. I give her a 12 out of 10 because Fink is Fink and Fink is awesome. And I love her and Professor Venomous's relationship. They're like father and daughter, except it's boss and henchman, you know? That kind of thing. And I just think it's really sweet of how he treats her. But he definitely could have been nicer to his real son. Oh, there we go. It almost went off. But other than that, yeah, I love Fink. She gets a 12 out of 10. She's an awesome character, and I love her. I love her sassiness, and I love her attitude. And the fact that she's a villain just makes it better. Because I like villains. I think they're usually the better kind of team. As you can see, I can be in this circumstance, I can absolutely use that because of Point and how Foxtail was like, oh my god, we need to get the Glorbs, that kind of thing. But yeah, Fink gets a 12 or 13 out of 10. Chip Damage. Now we all know that he's not real, but overall, I would give I don't really like this character. I think that like, he's an interesting character. I just don't really care for him, so I'm gonna give him a 4 out of 10. I have nothing to say about him. Now this woman, I forgot what this woman's name. Her name's Clara. Her name's Clara something. She works at the POW card factory. Then it was destroyed now, and then she didn't work at the POW card factory, and then I think they made POW cards again. I don't quite remember. I just finished the show a couple days ago, probably one. Yeah, I think I finished it yesterday. But I love her. I love her voice. I love how good her character is. They don't overuse her as like a joke, like that kind of thing. Like, they don't overuse her. She's just, like, there's just a good sorry. There's just like a really good amount of Clara in the show, and that's all I have to say. Clara gets a 10 out of 10. Droop. Droop has had major character development. In the beginning of the show, she was really but as she further developed, she got like more friendly because she actually does know a thing about she's actually very smart whenever it comes to fashion because she has her own fashion blog and stuff. And then like later she even designed the costumes for Rad, Enid, and KO's superhero team, which is very awesome. And if I were to rate Droop, I think I do need to think about this because Droop ended up being a very nice character and developed really, really well. I love the execution of her development. It was not too fast, nor was it too slow. It was the right amount of development. So, I would have to give her 14 out of 10 because I love Droop. Now, we have shadowy venomous. Yeah. So I loved him. Loved him. I loved how evil he was. And like I said, I usually like the villains more because they're much more interesting and they have much more I want to say pizzazz, I guess. They're more spontaneous. That kind of thing. I loved his but oh my god. Oh man. Okay, focus. Okay. I loved his son of a son of a um I loved his design. There we go. I didn't really like what he did to TKO and KO. I mean, like, he's got his priorities straight, and I understand his backstory and stuff. Um, I love the execution of his character, and I love how, like, just because a hero said something that he wasn't like, oh, yeah, that's true. Maybe I shouldn't be so evil. Like, he went through with it anyway, which is an awesome thing to do with a villain because they're a villain. And that's what their original plan was. And just because a hero is like, oh, well, what about blah, blah, blah? Like that. And it's like, And then, like, what's usually made is the villain's like, oh, yeah, maybe I could be better and people could like me. No, not this guy. This guy, he thinks he was too weak. And he thought that his team thought that he was too weak, when in fact he wasn't. Well, yeah, he wasn't weak, he was just differently advantaged than the others. And, like, and the other people didn't think, like, his team didn't think that he was powerless or, like, weak. They just thought that, like, he would have needed extra help because they're kind of quirky. Oh my god, they're kind of quirky. That kind of thing. But overall, I love his character. He gets like a 50 out of 10 because of how evil he is. And I love the evil people. The evil people are awesome and I love them. And also, I loved his voice. His voice actor is amazing. 100% awesome. And his voice actor also played in Walking Dead and various other things. Oh, also that one guy from GTA. So that's very funny. But yeah, 50 out of 10 for Shadowy and Professor Venomous. Loved that guy. Now we're looking at Succulentus. Loved him. I loved that his voice actor was more than likely a band member of whatever band. Yeah, it was System of a Down. I'm pretty sure it's System of a Down. No, it's not System of a Down. I don't know. I'm dumb. But, alright, I'm gonna continue now. Love Succulentus. I don't know how to say his name, or I don't know their gender. But Succulentus gets a 20 out of 10 because Succulentus is awesome. And I love their vibe. Their vibe's awesome. A real magicskeleton. I loved him. He gets 100 out of 10. Actually, nah, he gets a 46 out of 10. 48 out of 10. Yep, 48 out of 10. Because he was just really funny, and I love his development, and the fact that, like, he was trying, and then it wouldn't work for him, so he's like, whatever. But yeah, he's a very cool guy, and I loved him. Enid's little brothers. I love them. I think that they're referencing to Skid and Pump from, Senior Pello's channel whenever they did this episode because they, completely said spooky over and over again, which was awesome. And in one of the episodes, this guy even does the spooky dance, beside of his friend Brandon. But I love these guys. They immediately get a 57 out of 10. So, because they're awesome. And I think you can see the resemblance of Skid and Pump here. But I'm not sure. I love that they use them though. Okay, and then we have Enid's spooky school friends. I remember none of their names. But I love them all, so they all collectively get 50. They all get 50 out of 10 each because I rate them all 10 out of 10. I love them. I love their powers. They're very nice and awesome. Okay, now we have Another character is, damn, I forgot. They get a 7 out of 10 because I don't remember them. And you didn't really get to see them, after the first episode. So, yeah. 7 out of 10. Mr. Logic. Oh my, Mr. Logic is amazing and pure, so he gets 90 out of 10. You know what? No. He gets 99 out of 10 because Mr. Logic's development is great, and I love that, like, he actually learned and he started creating instead of destroying because he had learned why it was better to create and it brought him happiness. So, yeah, that's amazing. Mr. Logic gets a 99 out of 10. And he's a really good, my goodness, he's a really good barber. Oh, why is Fink here again? What? I just did Fink. Oh, no. Okay, Crinkly Wrinkly. Funniest guy ever. He easily gets 100 out of 10. Because Crinkly Wrinkly is just a very funny man. Michaela and Jethro. Michaela immediately gets a 46 out of 10 because Michaela is adorable and I love her and I probably would be scared to meet her in real life. Thankfully she's not real, but I love Michaela. She's amazing and I loved her development as well. Jethro gets 100 out of 10. Immediately Jethro is awesome. I love Jethro. He's funny. I am Jethro. Funniest man ever. Erensto also gets a 100 out of 10 because I love Erensto. He's their HR person at Boxmore. So that's fun. But I love Erensto. He's amazing. Easily 100 out of 10. Sparco. I'm not so sure about Sparco. I would have to give Sparco, well, he wasn't really used that much in the show until he was used as more like a plot line to explain what was going on at Point Prep. So, Sparco, I think I'll give him a 15 out of 10 because of how he helped the plot line. Oh, and then here's Magicskeleton again. Okay, well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think about the OK.KO characters? Comment down below. I would love to hear what you think about them. And how would you rate them? Go ahead, comment down below and tell me. I would love to hear your opinions about them. Alright, goodbye.